Today is Monday, June 12th, 2023. Come join me for my least favorite walk of the year. Hey, it's Deb from Deb Has the Runs. Just wanted to check in, say hello. I'm doing a virtual walk today, and I'm going to talk to you all about what a virtual walk means and why this one in particular holds a special place in my heart. Stay tuned. Let's talk about virtual races. What are they? Why are they important? What it is. So a virtual race is when you sign up for a race, just like any other race you would do, any other 5K, 10K, half marathon, full. Only you don't run it in person at the site. You kind of do it on the honor system. So you pay for everything, you pay for the race bib, you pay for the medal, you pay for the t-shirt, and you do it on the honor system. You do it on your own time. Some people who do 5Ks can't do 3.1 miles in one go. So they'll do 1 mile one day, then they'll do a second mile another day, and then they'll finish up the third day. There's no right or wrong way to do a virtual. Some people think that you're buying your swag. Well, essentially you are. But I like to use virtuals as a supplemental form of training. So if I have a really long training cycle for a full marathon or a half marathon, I like virtuals because they kind of give me like a little prize, a little incentive at the end of a run. So that's what virtuals are. So today I've signed up for a virtual 5K to benefit the Pulse Foundation. And this is why it's my least favorite walk of the year. The Pulse Foundation was formed because 7 years ago today, on June 12th, which is today, 2016, there was a massacre at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando. There were a whole bunch of people out having a great time, and some idiot with an assault rifle came in and killed 49 people. It was devastating, especially to the LGBTQIA plus community, because Pulse was, I guess, historically a safe place for the LGBTQIA plus community to go. It's a hard day for me. I'm very close to that community. I had a friend who almost went and would have arrived at the time that everything started. I'm so glad he stubbed his toe and he didn't go. But today's tough. So the actual event, the actual 5K, actually it's not a 5K, it's a 4.9K, which evens out to about 3.04 miles. Pardon me, took place this past Saturday, June 3rd. And I could not be there in Orlando as I was in Virginia. I'm about to run a trail half, so the virtual is going to have to do. I chose to do it today because it is the anniversary, and it's a tough one for me. It's really hard. Hey, we're just past 1 mile. I'll turn around in another half a mile, 0.52, just to make sure I get my math kind of right. But I wanted to talk to you about why the Pulse tragedy was so personal to me. I used to live in Orlando. I went to college there for the first 2 years. The University of Central Florida in Orlando, go Knights. And the first year was great, the second year was not as great. So I ended up transferring after the second year. I've been back in the Northeast about 20 years. It's been a while. Don't do the math, but it's been a while. And Orlando, I've come to find, has represented freedom for me. It was freedom to start over. It was to leave my life in New Jersey behind, start again fresh where nobody knew me. I could make my own rules and I could truly be myself. And to hear that this tragedy happened in a place where I had previously felt so safe was truly disheartening. Did I know Orlando wasn't necessarily the safest place? Absolutely. But I was on a campus, so I had, a false sense of security. So that was how I spent, basically 18, 19, 20. Those years, my young and stupid years. But it was fun. It was a good time for me, and it broke my heart that it could happen in Orlando. It was devastating. It still is. Time to turn around. Another reason why this virtual and this event hit so close to me is because I'm a theater kid. Very proudly a theater kid. I can be very loud, I can be very musical. I will occasionally answer any question in song. It's kind of what I do. The theater community very closely intersects with the LGBTQIA+ community. And when I was having a really hard time in high school was not kind to me. That's part of why I went so far away, was to get away from my hometown, which shall remain unnamed. It got so bad that when I got to Orlando, when I got to my new home, I told everyone I was homeschooled. I didn't want them to know what town I was from. I was so ashamed because people who are a little different, who think a little differently, are not met with kindness from where I'm from. So I just wanted to get away from all that. And in Orlando, I found a home, albeit temporarily, but I was very much embraced by the LGBTQIA+ community. And, those are my friends. Those are the people I care about. Those are the people I've sung with. Late night chats, learning lines, goofing up on stage. You have memories. And the fact that this happened and nothing was done about it, really, man, I know it's been 7 years. I'm still angry. I don't think there will be a time when I won't be angry about it. Angry and hurt and sad and confused about what drives that sort of hate. I don't get it. I don't want to get it. I never want to be able to wrap my head around that. It's also worth mentioning that there was another tragedy that happened in Orlando the night before the Pulse happenings. And that is the really sad tale of Christina Grimmie. For those who don't know, Christina Grimmie was a contestant on season 6 of The Voice. All 4 chairs turned around for her. Check out her YouTube channel. She had quite a set of pipes. She does my very favorite rendition of Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis. Like my favorite rendition of all time. It's incredible. It takes my breath away. Makes my eyes well up every single time I hear it. Truly remarkable. What a talent. What a personality. She did a show in Orlando. Small show. And went to do a meet and greet afterwards. And again, idiot with a gun. Blew her away. She could not be saved, unfortunately, and this was the night before Pulse happened. And I think both are important. Both events are important to talk about. There's a larger discussion about gun control that we will not have here. But it's worth noting that Christina Grimmie died too. So this video is dedicated to the Pulse 49 and Christina Grimmie. Less than half a mile to go I would like to thank the Pulse Foundation for putting all of this together. They have done a magnificent job putting together the virtual 5K, the in-person 5K. This is, I believe, the 4th year I'm doing this. I'm from New Jersey just because I don't live in Orlando anymore. And they have always been the kindest people. They've always been incredibly nice. They're prompt with their shipping. You know, I got everything just in time to take part on the 3rd. Unfortunately, couldn't do that either, so I'm doing it today. But big thank you to the Pulse Foundation for being absolutely amazing. What they are doing is they are making the best lemonade they can out of this tragedy. They're providing a scholarship for LGBTQIA plus youth to go to college. They are creating an entire center, this beautiful open area, as a memorial and a tribute. They have, I've seen the sketches, they've been very public with showing, and it's all online, with showing their plans and truly making it a community space where any and all are welcome. And they are super fantastic. I'll leave a link in the description box below as to where you can find more information about them. But they're doing what they can. And that's all any of us can do. But big ups to the Pulse Foundation for putting all of this together. Also, does anyone say big ups anymore? I'm old. So uncool. .04, 4.9K done. So I finished. I did my 4.9K in honor of the 49 Pulse victims. It's always my least favorite walk or run or event of the year. It's something I wish I didn't have to do. But here we are. I don't know if you've noticed there's been no music during this video, and that's because music for me is a way of celebrating, and there's nothing joyous here. Nothing good. So there's been no music, but what I will leave you with is this. To honor the 49 Pulse victims, I will have 49 seconds of silence, and that will be how I end the video. So please take care of yourself, take care of each other. Remember that we are here to help each other, and I'll see you in the next one.